If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well.
Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 150 of the Career Mode Road to Glory here on FIFA 15. We're back into Europa League action. Of course, we knocked out Athletic Bilbao in the round of 32. We're into the round of 16 now, starting with the home leg first against Sporting Lisbon. Now, obviously, they are a very, very good side. Arguably better than Bilbao, although they're probably about equal, you would have thought, perhaps after a fair few seasons in a career mode series, sorry. So, you know, probably around about the same star rating, probably have about the same level standout players when it comes to overall rating and skill attributes, etc. So it's not going to be an easy game by any stretch at all. They've got, obviously, Rui Patricio in goal, who's an extremely good goalkeeper. They've got João Mario and Andre Silva and William Carvalho in centre mid, so very, very solid defensively in midfield as well. And obviously they've got the pace of Carrillo, or Carrillo, I'm not really too sure how to pronounce it actually. He's Peruvian, isn't he? I think it's Carrillo, but I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know in the comment section how to pronounce that. But obviously he's very, very fast and very skillful as well. So we know that we're going to have have our work out defensively in this one. But actually, as you can see, we've started on the front foot here. Obviously we're being at home, and we want to try and stop them from getting an away goal if we possibly can, because that could cause us a few problems in the second leg if we go there and aren't able to score. So if we can get ourselves a 1-0 lead here and hopefully just hold out for a 1-0 win, that'd be absolutely perfect for me. We've had all of the chances in this first half so far, as you've seen, and then eventually we are able to take the lead in stoppage time thanks to a lovely header by Sporler. He's running away from goal there, and he kind of arcs his head back to knock it back in towards the top corner. Keeper couldn't get anywhere near it after making a few good saves, actually, Rui Patricio, in this first half. Unfortunately, he was going to continue to do that in the second. You see there, another good save, and unfortunately the defender was on hand to stop it from going out for a corner. Then as we headed towards the last 20 minutes or so, we get a glorious opportunity here with Kwesi Appiah. Turns inside with a lovely finesse shot, but that lovely step over, sorry. But that touch, that really heavy touch, stopped me from getting off my finesse shot. And unfortunately, Patricio was able to pounce on it. That could have made it 2-0 and really would have put the this particular first leg to bed, at least. Not necessarily the tie, but this first leg. As it happened, they were able to get a lovely turn there in the middle of my box and make it 1-1 in the 83rd minute. So we've gone from potentially being 2-0 up and in control of the tie to everything being back in the balance with their first clear-cut goal-scoring opportunity in this first leg away from home. So I was really disappointed there. We get so much space here with Georgiev. I thought I'd pass it off because he's left-footed, Georgiev, so I didn't really want to have a shot on his right and waste it. Unfortunately, Toko wasn't able to take advantage of all of the space he had. And again, Rui Patricio made the save to keep Sporting Lisbon in it. So the second leg is going to be really very open. And with them having scored an away goal, we're going to have to score when we travel to Portugal, and obviously if Rui Patricio is going to be in that level of form again, it's really going to be quite difficult to get an away goal. But in between that game and the second leg, we have this game against Southampton in the Barclays Premier League. They're in 15th, 10 points behind us, so they're having an okay season, but you know, you would have expected Southampton to be a little bit further up the table actually. Starting a bit of a rotation side, a few players that you wouldn't expect to see in the starting lineup there. Also, Johannes Geis is having to play at centre-back. Yeah, Johannes Geis at centre-back because everybody else is shattered. And obviously we're still waiting for Paul Downing to come back from injury. He is going to be able to feature from the bench in the next game. I wasn't able to start him because he had the little plaster symbol next to him. But for some reason you can't put them in the starting lineup, but you are able to bring them on as a substitute after 30 seconds. I didn't, incidentally, but you are able to do that, which baffles me really. Just FIFA being unrealistic in career mode as it tends to be. But they get close to winning a penalty there and come even closer to scoring a goal. How that hasn't gone in, I really don't know. It come off the post and bounced on the line across the goal face, and I was able to get there with a defender to smash it clear before A, it hit the other post and perhaps went in, or B, another striker got there to put it in. But Tikelo Ranti did put it in at the other end as we caught them on the counter-attack. Lovely run by Ranti. He noticed that the left-back was actually sat 2 or 3 yards deeper than the rest of the defence. So I thought initially when I played the ball that he was offside, but he actually wasn't and was able to put it away. Keeper got something on it, but not enough, clearly. But they're going to stand the ball up here, looking for a header this time. And, well, that's the second time they've headed it off the post. First time we got really lucky, where nobody got to the rebound. This time, Boney did get to the rebound, and that's 1-1 as we head into the second half. So, trying to get ourselves back in front if we can. Grealish into Dom Solanke here. Has scored for us so far since joining us on loan from Chelsea. Somehow, everybody missed the ball there with Ranty going in for that challenge with the defender on the edge of the box, and then just the momentum of Ryan Bertrand takes him over the line there. So very, very unlucky to not keep that out. We got, you know, the luck was completely polar opposite in the first half, where we had that chance come off the post and stayed out, and then that one went over the line. Jack Grealish, though, makes a good turn there, gets really unlucky with a good block by the defender, but we're going to try and capitalise on the rebound if we can. It drops to Stefano Gabbiadini here, gives it into Takelo Ranty. I've got no options, so I hit it, and, well, I'm pretty glad that I did, because what a strike from Takelo Ranty. I've seen a couple of you in the comment section mention that you've picked him up thanks to seeing how good he's been for me in this series in your own career modes, and he's scoring goals like that for you as well. And that is like a laser into the top left-hand corner, just arrowed, constantly rising as he put his foot straight through it. You see the spin on the ball just makes it lift all the way up into that top corner. One of the best goals that he scored in his career here. This is his second season at the club, and one of the best goals that we've scored in this career mode, full stop. An absolute stormer. Keeper was doing nothing with that. There was not a chance he was going to get anywhere near it. So that's 3-1 now to us at home here against Southampton, and they're actually going to come up the other end again, going to try and stand the ball out. A lot of their chances came down that left-hand side. Brilliant finish, though. Take nothing away from that. Really, really high quality of finishes with a couple of the goals here. A couple of them very, very lucky to go in, and then a couple were very well taken. We do get a 3-2 victory against Southampton with Cambridge United here at home, so 3 points in the Barclays Premier League to help us towards a top half finish this year. And now we come into the biggest game of the season so far. Can we get through to the Europa League quarter-finals away from home against Sporting Lisbon? You saw how well they defended in the first leg, and with something to defend now as well, with them having the away goal advantage, I just had no idea how this game was going to go. I felt kind of confident that I could score because we were able to get past them in the first leg, and you know, we did have plenty of chances. But if Patricio can play that well in one game, he can play that well in two. They're starting a very similar starting 11, if not the same starting 11 to the one they did in the first leg. As am I, in fairness. Georgiev and Takelo Ranty starting up top. I couldn't drop Ranty and rotate him out from that game, and John Stones and Fiola are starting at the back, but as you saw there, Paul Downing is on the bench and will come on later in the game, halfway through the second half. I just wanted to just kind of give him a run out to see if he was fully recovered from the injury. But we start off with possession ourselves. Of course, we need to score. There is no way that we can go through to the next round without scoring. Georgiev trying to replicate what Ranty did in the previous game. Unfortunately, though, bit of a higher quality goalkeeper this time, and he was able to just pluck that out of the air. Great positioning from him, and well, we weren't able to get that away goal that we so desperately crave. Geis sends through Ranty. Again, hitting it early, trying to rifle it towards the top corner. But again, the standard of goalkeeping is better in this one than it was against Southampton. And he again seemed to be denying me all chances of getting that away goal. But then my goalkeeper was pulling out some good saves as well. They actually pick up a corner from that chance. Good save by Hutchinson. And then from the corner, they won this free kick. Try something from the training ground here. I wasn't ready for it. They lay it off. Silva strikes it. And again, Hutchinson gets up well and pushes it away from goal, which was crucial. It goes out for another corner, which, again, they didn't get a free kick from. Nothing came from the corner, but it dropped on the edge of the box, and they kept the move alive. As you can see here, Carrillo into Silva, into, I'm not too sure what that was, but he had a snapshot there from the edge of the box. And again, a big save from Hutchinson. This time it's my goalkeeper doing all of the work here at the other end. He saved that. That touch onto the bar was incredible from Hutchinson. He's been so dodgy. Well, not really dodgy, but he's had his moments this year, Hutchinson, but some good saves there, and then a truly, truly world-class tip onto the bar. And then Patricio did the same at the other end, smashing that one off the bar and out for a corner. Really good reaction save from him as well at that near post, and does enough to get it around the corner and out away from harm. We're in stoppage time now, as you can see, or almost in stoppage time now at the end of the half. We just have to score, and you can see how close we're getting. My hands were dripping with sweat at this point. I was so desperate to score. I couldn't believe we hadn't. And the ball came in again, and it just hit Georgiev. I was thinking, he's not going to be my day. We're now in stoppage time. We've got so many chances here in quick succession, and I can't get the ball to drop for me. It bounces off Georgiev. It bounces off defenders. Keeper makes world-class saves. we've got seconds left before we go out of the Europa League. Takelo Ranti turns inside, finds Georgiev. Good turn in the box, rifles it. We're in front on the night and have our away goal. 2-1 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night. I couldn't believe it. The elation and the relief to have scored that goal, you could bottle it. It was ridiculous. You just could not imagine how relieved I was that Georgiev had scored that goal. And then he went and won a penalty in stoppage time as well. Lovely little fake shot and then dinked it or turned through the defender's legs. And in the end, after struggling to score for 93 minutes, we scored 2 in the 94th to win the game 2-0 and go through on aggregate 3-1. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. To finish the game like that, I was like, why couldn't I have scored earlier on and really, saved my nerves? Because I was sweating buckets trying to get through that tie. It was ridiculous. Such an entertaining game. Such an entertaining 2 legs. And we are through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League, where I think we face Roma. I can't quite remember. We'll find out in the next episode or 2, but I'm pretty sure we've been drawn against Roma in the quarterfinals, so it definitely gets more difficult from here on in, as you would expect as you go further into a European competition. But we are in 8th now in the league with a 3-point gap down to West Brom and a 4-point gap down to Newcastle, and obviously West Brom's goal difference is nowhere near ours, so even if they win that game in hand, we will stay 8th. Only 5 points away from 6th, although we are a full 9 points from 5th. If we are able to get European football this year, or for next year, we're probably going to have to win the Europa League, because I really don't think we'll be able to close that gap to Man United. 9 points with 9 games to go. It can be done, but I just don't think it will be done. But never say never. Who knows what could happen between now and the end of the season. We may lose all 9 games and have everybody below us overtake us and finish 17th and just stay up. Who knows? But that is going to be it for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course, and subscribe if you haven't already. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days, of course, as well. And bye.